All right, let's start it up. We are back with more Deceive Inc. We're playing Vigil here today, but that's really not going to be the focus of this. In fact, I probably won't even go over the loadout unless I do it much later. Is this free entry? Oh boy. Nice.
Adequate for the situation.
Get anything? No, but it sounds like there's a key code. The main purpose of this video is an announcement slash, well, no, announcement of an event that's going on that I'm really excited about. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, this is an event hosted by Spire Scrims. If you're not familiar with Spire Scrims, that sounds like an Octo Weapon 1, which is a bit odd. Alright, 7 intel actually is a little bit more than I expected. So if you're not familiar with Spire Scrims, they are a part of the Deceive Inc community that is hosting a variety of different things, including tournaments and weekly competitive scrimmages of Deceive. That was weird, hang on. Okay, I feel like a player opened that, but let's just go.
There is no vault terminal.
And they also host fun games and various events, and this upcoming one is one of theirs. It's a week-long charity event where there'll be streams every day of the week for, I believe, 8 hours if I did the math right. So it'll be pretty cool. So every day starting Saturday the 8th, sorry, Sunday the 8th, Sunday the 8th, so that's this coming Sunday. And all these times are going to be in GMT, so you'll have to do a translate to your own time zone, unfortunately, because I can't list every single one. So we're going to go with GMT. So every day starting the 8th until the 14th of December, starting at 4 p.m. to midnight GMT. There'll be a stream with some fun event or game type thing that's ongoing. There's a lot of variety. I'm going to start by talking about the ones that I'm a part of, because I'm self-centered like that. Yeah, let's start there. So for me personally, on the Monday, I'm running one event. I'm running one event the whole time. It's happening on Monday the 9th.
You have wasted your time. This vault terminal has already been deactivated.
Oh, that's just unfortunate for them, really. Yeah, on Monday the 9th at 9 p.m. I'm the second of the two events that day for timing reasons. I'll be running an event called Keybind Chaos, and for every £2, since it's a UK-based, for every £2 donated during that time, the donator will get to switch one of my keybinds in-game to another key. There'll be some limitations on that, like no function keys, I think, is going to be one, just so we don't accidentally screw with some other stuff. And, I think we just run this way, and I hope I get out. I think we did. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be the event I'm running for the thing. That'll again be on Monday the 9th, starting at 9 p.m. GMT. We'll be playing public games, the whole until midnight GMT. So for 3 hours, and every time that someone donates £2, they'll get to switch up one of my keybinds, and it'll just get crazier and crazier the whole time. I think it'll be really fun. And it'll be difficult. It'll get more and more difficult as time goes on, and yeah, I think that'll be really good. And then we'll talk about some incentives I'm part of as well. So if the charity, or if the stream, the charity week as a whole gets to donate. That looked super sus by Doug. And maybe it's okay. I don't know. I don't need to go that way anyway. As a whole donates, I believe we've settled on $50 as the first of my incentives. Then I will do a whole stream, and this future stream will have to be scheduled, etc. But I'll do a whole stream playing Deceive with the only controller that I own is a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and I did make sure I can hook it up to my PC. So I can do that, but it'll be a whole stream where I'm just playing, and I'm using a controller, but it'll be a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which I feel like just adds to it personally. So that's if we hit 50 bucks donated. And then the big incentive that I'm a part of as well is, I believe it's, sorry, pounds. This is all pounds, not dollars. I gotta remember that. If we hit, I believe it's been decided on 400 pounds raised, then I will actually purchase and play Dead by Daylight, which I have never played before. That's weird, someone was in that room but not in here. So I've never played Dead by Daylight before, and I know a lot of the Deceive community has and enjoys it, and I've never played it, so I thought a good incentive would be if we hit, it's a pretty big number, 400 pounds donated, then I will do a whole stream on basically learning Dead by Daylight. Some other people from the Spire Scrims production team have agreed to coach me on it, so it won't be terrible. We'll see how it goes. So those are my one event I'm running, plus my two incentives that are here. I don't think I actually talked about the charity, which is my bad. I should have, but I've got a little mixed up. This is not the first attempt at recording this, which is why I should have done this voiceover, but hey, we're here now. The charity is Mind, which is a UK-based charity for mental health. More details on the charity can likely be found in the Spire Scrims Discord, which will be linked in the description. I am not well, I'm on the production team and doing an event. We're just gonna miss a bunch, apparently.
This will save some time.
We're not gonna engage, it's a cav. But we do leave the mine there because now it just spoke. Grab this on the way in case we need it. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably have to focus here for a bit, and then in game 2 we'll talk about some of the other events that are running. I only know the incentives that I myself have signed up to do, so I've gone over those, but I'll talk about some of the other events. One I can talk about is day 1, that's Sunday the 8th. There will be a duos tournament. If you haven't been at a Spire Scrims tournament before, this will be the first duos one, although they've run several before. So they're pretty good production quality, considering what we have to work with as a member of the production team. Totally unbiased opinion, but this will be the first ever duo tournament coming up for Spire Scrims, and it has a special rule in that teams cannot double up characters until the whole team has played everyone once. So there's 12 characters. That means there has to be at least 6 games before a team can double a character, which is kind of interesting. It'll make for some interesting gameplay. Okay, I'm gonna have to really focus here, because what do we got? We had a cav and another cav. No, it's an octo. Okay, I think we just run out and hope they follow. And maybe fight each other. I do need this. Yeah, this will be a little rough with 2 people to fight. The octo shouldn't be too big a deal. The cav is going to be a bit of an issue for being cav in general. We didn't grab a good civilian. let's get this called so we have a spot that we can play around.
Intel acquired.
Rival agent detection mode
Alright.
activated.
Let's do a ping out here. There we go. Oh, that was supposed to be a mine. Okay, the Octo's shooting the cav, which is great for us.
Extraction vehicle has arrived. Reach this as quickly as possible.
Alright, we'll headshot him and then we'll just try to leave. I don't know what more to do here.
Rival agent detection mode.
He's coming, but he's not gonna make it. He picked the wrong target and we just get out. Honestly, I mean, slightly boring way to win, but the announcement part was the important part of this, and I got all the words I wanted to get out. So, while the end game wasn't all that interesting, thanks to the Octo for handing us that win. Yeah, I mean, we played it well. Obviously, we knocked the cav out of cover, but the Octo should have ignored her and gone for the package carrier. Anyway, let's move on to game 2, where I'll go over what other events are running, and I will see you guys right there. All right, and we're back with our second game of our mostly our announcement video. I think I'll quickly go over the loadout here, but I think we've seen it. But we have the weapon 3, the single target large damage pistol. The slowing shots as our expertise, which I don't even think I used last game, and the mine, which will do 10 damage if we need it to. Or our passive. There we go. I wanted that one. It was just linking to the door. All right. And with that said, let's go over our the charity week events. We already went over the one specific to me, and I went over the incentives that I am part of and are coincidentally the only ones I'm aware of. I wasn't sure if that Carlos was going to take my disguise or not.
Needed.
Have all this. Head on in here. So on the Sunday, those opening ceremonies right at the 4 p.m. mark. And then that'll be followed up with the duos tournament, which I already talked about. So that's the 2 events running that day. That duos event will run as long as it needs to until a winner is declared. So that'll be really fun. Then on Monday, there's the Spire Scrims owner trios, the 3 owners. The OGs of Spire Scrims Discord server will be running some trios. I assume that kind of means if trios is running. It's had some rough times lately, but I wish them the best because I'll be following that up with my Keybind Chaos, which we already talked about. So I'll be there doing that. And then that pushes us to Tuesday. There's going to be an event called Copycat Games, hosted by Ricklerman. And I believe that he is taking the build of whoever kills him, or somehow copying his opponents, is what the Copycat Games are about. And then follow up with that, there will be Gartic Phone and other mini games. I don't really have any more info in those beyond that title. So then on Wednesday, the first event is some duos and tea time with Irish and Qualities as hosts for that. They'll be playing some duos, be having some tea, I believe, or spilling the tea.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure. And what is going on over there? I don't know. We're gonna move on. And anyway, they're gonna be doing some chill duos is the long and the short of it. And following that will be the worst builds hosted by Lunar Eclipse. Lunar has a way to figure out the loadout you're worst with, and is going to be putting people to the test. I believe that's customs, and they have people playing, and they all have a build that they are worst with. They will be forced to play. That'll be really exciting to see how well people do with what they're worst at. This is less than ideal. Don't know if that's a player or the players in here. So that brings us through the Wednesday. Ooh, that was quick. Oh, we can't miss those. we go. There was only one person they could go to. All right, so we're done Wednesday. On Thursday, the first event, we'll be playing some Fall Guys. I'm not sure who's participating in that at this time. It's just labeled Fall Guys on my schedule. And then the second event will be one called Gauntlet Gadget, hosted by Arondight, which I believe he is removing everyone's ability to shoot, and you have to do the best you can with your gadgets, and don't take my word for it, maybe your fists. But it's called Gadget Gauntlet, so that sounds really interesting, and he's already got people signed up for that one. I think that'll be really cool. Starting Friday, they'll be starting with some Jackbox games, which, if you've never played, does have some pretty good audience participation options, so make sure you stop in for that one. Even if you're not a main person, there's still a way to participate as the audience. And following that, there will be people playing random builds. I am not sure who's hosting random builds. It wasn't written on the schedule. I got to pull up immediately, so that's my bad. Should have looked into that slightly more, but yeah, there'll be random builds. And then Saturday, the final day, there is Larceny League 2, which I believe involves everyone playing Larcen.
Saves time and intel.
Kind of cool. I kind of want to go down there, but there's not a lot of point in me going down there. Oh.
Shaken and
Okay.
stirred. A gift from the agency. How nice.
Reloading. Oop. Oh boy. Oh my.
Come back stronger.
Oh boy.
Agent Vigil on the way to the extraction.
Okay, that got intense for a second. Oh. Okay, so that's that game done. Jeez, I was in the middle of my talking. Jeez. Alright, so Larceny League 2 involves everyone playing Larcen, and it says League, so I assume there's a bunch of games, everyone playing Larcen together. I'm sure that'll be a great time. And then there'll be some closing ceremonies, and that'll wrap up Charity Week just as we wrap up this game. Perfect timing, actually. So I'm really excited for this event. I'm really glad to be part of it, to be able to do something for this charity. And yeah, so definitely show up to the Charity Week. Again, starts Sunday the 8th at, oh boy, I immediately forgot. Quick math, 4 p.m. GMT goes to midnight GMT. Definitely show up the Monday at 9 p.m. GMT, as that's when Keybind Chaos will be there, and I'll be hosting that. And of course, all the games before, during, and after that one are definitely worth your time as well. And I hope we hit some of the incentives. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good time doing that, and I hope to see you there. For this video, if you did enjoy the gameplay, a subscription really does help me out. Like the video for the algorithm so it spreads to more people, and more people are aware of our Charity Week that's coming up. And well, I will see you in the next one.